Veteran John Hall. John, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Jimmy Dale.
John is a commander of the American Legion Post 45 here in Sylacauga, and it is Veterans Day week, and Veterans Day parade is just a few days away.
Yes, it is. And this is a very, very busy week for all the veterans, and we greatly appreciate all the concern and all the programs that are out there to say thank you.
Talk about the parade itself, a little bit tweaking of the parade this year.
It is. The parade has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And we used to stage in front of the stadium in that small parking lot. And we had trucks and cars and bands and everybody else running all the way down the street. Well, this year there's construction on the sidewalk. There's construction on the stadium building itself. And I asked Chief Kelly Johnson if it was okay if we went backwards. And he looked at me like I had three heads. And I says, well, hey, this is a good idea. The parking lot behind the high school across from this gymnasium is a very large place.
That's on Norton, of course.
Right, on Norton. And I was looking at it, and I guess this wild thought, and I says, well, let's start here. And then the thought was to come down and go up Broadway. And I said, the heck with it. Let's try to go down Norton. So I talked to the chief, and we went back and forth about it, and I explained it to him. I said, we're just going to go in reverse. So the parade will start at the high school on Norton. It'll go up to First Street, as it always does, and they'll come back Broadway. We'll disperse on the streets, and I'm not sure how long the parade is going to be, but the return vehicles are going to go down probably down by Jack's and go up that way, because you have to get off the street, of course. And we have deuce and a halves from the military. We've got antique military vehicles. We've got marching bands. This year, we alternate between B.B. Comer and Sylacauga High School, the band. And the band this year will be B.B. Comer leading it off. Teddy Tyler Jr. is the parade coordinator, and I wouldn't want his job to save my life.
Teddy's a great guy.
He is. And but he's got to be the one that says, you go there, and you go there, and you go there. And then when it all starts, everybody goes everywhere. So he's controlling that. We have a need for volunteers to set it up. And I've been asking people if they'd like to come. What we're going to do this year is we have registration forms. And the participants of the parade, if you'd go over to the table and fill out a form, we'll know better for next year where to set it up. But this has gotten very large. I was just down in Tannehill Iron Works on Saturday, and it was the annual meeting for the Dixie Division Antique Military Vehicle Club. And they're talking about bringing a bunch of vehicles. And of course, my little thing goes first in the parade, but it's not for the position that I hold. It is the honor that I have to carry Alex Stewart, a World War II veteran who happens to be 101 years old.
Oh, wow.
So hopefully his health is going to be good enough, and we'll pick him up and put him in the Navy Jeep. So
that's fantastic.
Well, we have actually, we've got more than one American Legion post coming. We've got 68 from Childersburg, 17 from Talladega. We've got another one, I'm not sure, Alexander City with Ed Jenkins and his group. So we're going to have more than one American Legion post there. We're going to have hot rods, show cars, kids twirling, basketball, baseball. Laura Heath is bringing in her baseball team.
Baseball, yeah.
Right. And then so that it's a participation of the city, and gratefully it's a participation to honor the veterans who have come home. And
that's what this parade is about.
Yes, that's what this is. There's a controversy between the two, Memorial Day and Veterans Day. And I've been bringing it to the attention that Memorial Day is for the heroes who did not come home. And on Veterans Day, it's for the heroes who did come home. Now, Memorial Day, we'll be having a ceremony, starting at the Legion and ending up at the War Memorial at the Chamber of Commerce. My dream is to cut off both that intersection, to have it filled with people to honor those who have gone before us. So,
talk a little bit about after the parade, you're going to have the regular Feed the Flock over at Post 45.
Right. Tradition depicts that after the parade, the American Legion, and this is hosted by Southern States Bank, and I'll give a shout out to Dennis Elliott, who's been really great to us. They're supplying the hot dogs and hamburgers. Now, I've got people from all over the state coming, and when I say I mean American Legion. And historically, we go back to the Legion for fellowship, camaraderie, fooling around, and checking out the vehicles. And we have hot dogs and hamburgers. I was informed rather, about 6-8 weeks ago, that John Weston was planning an event at the stadium to honor the veterans. Gratefully appreciated. He's cutting into the time.
That's at 11 o'clock.
At 11 o'clock. Now the parade it's big, and you figure the Christmas parade lasts almost 2 hours. The Veterans Day parade will probably be almost all of that. So there's a conflict in time. I have got to go back to the Legion as my role of commander to host the people that are coming from out of town. So I've told the powers to be that I can't be there. That's me. I can't tell anybody else, hey, you guys got to go to this, you guys got to go to that. It's their choice. But just a word out, we're not the only veterans in town. There are more than us. So I hope it's not a conflict. I hope it's not an embarrassment. But if we had communication better, it would work out. I wish it was later. It's all because Mike Rogers has to leave at 2 or something like that. So maybe planning could have been better. Maybe we could have been informed. Maybe things could have been changed. But we're doing our parade as we have done for the past 10 years.
And Tuesday, of course, is the Pinecrest Veterans Park being dedicated too. So it's a busy, busy week.
Well, with that said, American Legion Post 45 and Vietnam Veterans 945 host a Veterans Breakfast every Tuesday morning at 7:30, as you well know. This year, Francis Drake from the high school and the gang from the high school are supplying breakfast for us at 7:30. At 9 o'clock, we're going to the front lawn of the high school for a flag raising ceremony. You're checking your time out, we're getting close. And after the flag raising ceremony, we're all going over to the Pinecrest walking track for the ribbon cutting. And once again, time constraints are such, and I understand the governor's going to be there, but we've got commitments that we have got to oblige by. And then this week, there's a lot of schools.
Yeah.
And
beginning today.
Starting today. To all the schools, may I say to you, please, thank you so very much for your time and effort and support of the veterans. I'm old, older than dirt sometimes, but the guys have a lot of things going on, and if we cannot make it to your event, please know that we're there in our hearts, and this is what we're doing. But first of all, I would like to give a great big thank you to all the kids, all the schools, all the teachers for what you've done. And it's hard to say, but you can only spread us out so far.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Veterans Day Parade on Thursday, and starts down by the high school on Norton Avenue, just reverse from what it normally is. And I don't know how many years we've been having the Veterans Day Parade, but we've faced some inclement weather before, but it looks like it's going to be pretty good for this week. Yeah.
Last year, I had a 1950 CJ3A, which was a wannabe, and I have had the honor for the last 8 years to ride with Alex Stewart. And at one time was Alex Stewart and R.C. Wakefield in the same vehicle. And my honor again is to ride them. But last year it rained out. And Alex got mad at me, but I had him ride in his granddaughter's car up in front of me. And I was behind him, and of course I had no roof on the Jeep. And consequently, my belt was even soaked. It was just a great time. And surprisingly enough, the sidewalks were filled in the rain.
Yeah.
That's the respect and honor these guys are given to the
So
veterans.
if people would like to volunteer to help you guys, how do they do that?
Well, Teddy's going to be at the parking lot at 8 o'clock. And you're going to enter the parking lot, and he's going to show you where to park. And then when you do that, we would like the participants to come to the table to fill out a form. We have name plates or name papers depicting who the veteran is and what the cause is or what the group is, so that we can have it better next year. We've got 2 pages of names, and we've got 50 blanks so we can write them in. But each vehicle, hopefully, will have the name of who's in it. And so we do that, and then Teddy will be the one directing traffic and going like that. It'll be organized confusion, I think it'll be. It'll be a good time for all, and the honor of the American flag is prominent. I believe we're going to have a surprise guest in a red suit. And,
hey, that sounds good.
Riding a three-wheeled motorcycle, but there's going to be some things going on, and I think it'll be a good time.
No doubt about it. Retired military Navy veteran John Hall. Yes, sir.
One thing to say, an anonymous donor is supplying up to 2,000 American flags, and he's having somebody go down both sides of the parade route and passing out American flags. So there's going to be hopefully 2,000 American flags of the bystanders watching. So that's something to see.
America the Beautiful.
Yes, sir. God bless America.
John Hall, retired military Navy veteran and commander of American Legion Post 45, talking about the Veterans Parade here in Sylacauga on Thursday morning. More Daybreak just ahead.